Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And in this video, we're going to be talking about thinking from versus thinking of. And this, of course, will be a very powerful, life changing video. If you can really apply this, it will make even the most difficult seeming manifestations become so much easier for you. Um, a lot of the things that we find that we struggle from are just because of us having a very dominant story that is in opposition to what we would like, which really isn't a problem. It's just about you changing the story. But when you're so identified with not having it or in the opposite, then you tend to think of your desire and think of it in a longing way. And oh, it'd be so nice. And I want this so bad. And oh, why can't I get it? But you don't give yourself the permission to think from having it. So we're going to talk about that today. This is going to be really life changing, like I said. Okay. Hello, everyone coming in. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Intending this is just an incredible, prosperous, amazing, magnificent week for you guys. Hello, Grace Stuff. Hey, Goddess Gang. Hey, Mama K. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Nuck. Hey, Summer. Hey, Empress. Hey, Queen Bee. Hey, Mika. Okay, so I'm going to do my makeup too. But before I get started, I am Olivia Grace. This is the Master Manifestors channel. If you are into the topics of manifestation, law of assumption, getting what you want out of life, then you should totally be a part of the channel. Okay. Um, all right. Hey, CJ. Hey, Ty. Hey, Kyra. Hey, Perspective. Yes, you did catch me at the beginning. All right. Okay. So let's start talking about thinking of and thinking from. Okay. I was reading some Neville this morning, and it's, I believe, the power of awareness. And he was talking about, I was on the chapter that was called Dwell Therein. And he talks about why do we continue to build stately mansions if we don't intend to dwell therein. And what he means by that is why do we continue to build and construct this idea of our end and what we want, and it'll be like this and it'll be like that, but we never actually move into dwelling in that state and accepting it as your own. Okay, so let's talk briefly about thinking of, right? Because this is where a lot of people get confused, because they're like, I think about my desire, I think about having it, I think about, I want it and all of these things, but you're thinking of it. So when you're thinking of something, you're thinking, oh, it would be so nice when I have that. Or, oh, why isn't it like this yet? This is how I want it to be. Or, ooh, well, once it's like that, I will be so happy, or I'll have what I want, or whatever, right? So all of this is thinking of it. You're thinking of it, but you're not thinking from it. Thinking from it is like, wow, how nice is it now that I have this thing? Oh, wow, this came into my experience so quickly. Oh my gosh, depending on what the thing is that you're manifesting, you'll have a lot of different types of thoughts about it, right? So I was reading a success story that I'm actually going to make a success story video um, today. Just telling you guys some amazing success stories, because you guys, I have had it's funny, like whatever I'm teaching, like when I first did my first group program last year, Light of Love, me teaching about love infinitely expanded my own relationship. When I teach about money, it expands my money. When I'm teaching about the God state, it's expanding my God state. And so this week has been like manifestation after manifestation after manifestation, over and over and over, instantly, instantly, instantly. It's been incredible for me and for the people in the God state activation. Um, but anyways, when we're talking about thinking from, okay, deciding this is mine now, your thoughts. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you, the story that Neville was talking about. So it was basically like a couple that, well, yeah, it was a couple. The guy was in the military, and he was about to get drafted like across the country or into another country, something like that. And of course, his wife was upset. She wanted him to be with her, and they wanted to be specifically stationed in Florida. So her aunt knew, Neville's teachings and had her come into a sat scene with her. They just sat down in the living room and they thought from it. Okay. Now, I'm going to use this as an example. When she's thinking of it, I want my husband to be here. Oh, I want us to be in Florida. I want. I desire, desire, desire. And it's not like that. And I'm upset because it's not like that, right? When they thought from, they sat there and instead of feeling their feet on carpet, they felt their feet in the sand. Instead of feeling themselves in the apartment, they're feeling the salt in the air. They're feeling the beach air, right? Within a couple of days, it was like a couple of days or a couple of weeks at the most. The husband's assignment was changed. It was changed from thinking from. Okay. I just watched a short by Illuminating Joy. She's a channel that I've talked about before, but she had a short of her manifesting on camera, right? So she was in her yard and there was a dog barking continuously, right? And so like just barking, you know how sometimes, dogs just going, 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 going. So she's like, I'm gonna manifest this dog to be silent on camera. And she says, first, I think about what I want, right? Okay, I'm wanting this dog to be silent and I'm hearing it be silent. Then she says, I think from having that, right? So she says, I think from it, right? Ooh, it's so nice. It's so nice that I can control the silence. It's so nice that I can make a dog be quiet. Y'all, the dog stopped barking on camera. Okay. It stopped barking on camera. All right. So it's right after she said that, right? Right after she said, oh, it's so nice, right? It's so good that I can create this, right? I can do this, and it stopped. All right, I've done that many times too, but seeing her do it on camera, right, in the moment. So thinking from, you guys, you're thinking from having it. Now, let me talk about this in another way. That's more than thinking, right? But really imagining from having it. So I'll tell you guys another story where I was manifesting my SP and I to go to Vegas for his birthday. This was years ago, right? And I at the time I really just didn't have the money to go. Like I just didn't have the money to go, and I really wanted to do it. Like my SP is someone who is very romantic. He goes out of his way for any person, like out of his way for strangers, out of his way for people he knows, absolutely mostly out of his way for me. And he's a person who unfortunately doesn't receive that in return, not from people that care about him. And so I really wanted to take him on this trip. And this was like one of my first big gifts that I ever did for him. But I didn't have the money, right? And so what did I do? I thought about Neville's Barbados story. And when we would go to sleep at night, I would feel, instead of feeling the carpet in my apartment, I would feel hotel carpet. And I would feel, instead of feeling myself in my bed, I would feel myself in hotel beds. You guys know how hotel beds are. They're so cushy and big and nice and comfortable. And I would get out of my bed and I would walk and I would feel the hotel carpet. Y'all know what I mean. Hotel carpet feels very specific. It's not like regular carpet. And I would walk over to a window where we're overlooking the strip and see all the lights. Okay. So I would do this in my imagination but I'm feeling it. I'm immersed in it. Right. And of course, we ended up going. We had a great time. Okay. So, and how it manifested, right? How it manifested, we ended up finding, I think we paid like maybe $300 or $400 for the hotel and flights included. Okay. So think from having it. Like when I'm manifesting something that is troubling me, right? Or something that I'm like, oh, it's giving me resistance. I notice that I'm longing for it. Okay. I'm wanting it. I'm like, ooh, once I have it, why don't I have it? Oh, it's taking so long. Oh, yada, yada, yada. Right. But thinking from, it's like, ooh, it's so nice. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Now that I have this thing. And this is the thing, you guys, it's more than just what you even think, right? So when I guide people into the state of receiving money, most people get the feeling of relief or peace or happiness or whatever, right? But thinking from, if a large sum of money landed in your lap today, if that happened today, you would be happy and all of that, but there would be more thoughts than that. You would start planning, right? You would start planning what you're going to do for some of you, and that's different for everybody. right? Some people would be like, oh, I'd start planning for an investment. Some people would be like, I'm planning for a trip. Some people would be like, oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. But whatever that would be for you, it's more than just a feeling. It's you accepting it as true and thinking from it. What if it were true? What if it were true? What would your thoughts be then? What if you had it now? Right? Uh, okay. So, how much as a percentage of the day should you be thinking from the end? As much as you're aware, you guys, because this is the thing, y'all. Like manifesting is instant. It's an instantaneous thing. Either you're having it or you're not. Either you're having it or you're not. I'm sorry, you guys. Either you're having it or you're not, okay? I'm just laughing at this person trolling the troll. But either you're having it or you're not, right? And so if any moment, like, here's the thing, when you're conscious, right? When you're conscious, when you're aware, oh, I'm creating, oh, there's no other moment than now for me to create in, right? Oh, I'm aware, right? When you're conscious, that's when you're knowing yourself as the creator. Okay. That's when you're knowing yourself as the creator. So when you're knowing yourself as the creator, what does it benefit you to tell any story other than the story that you want? When you're knowing I'm the creator, because here's what people do, okay? Okay, Olivia, yeah, I get everything that you're saying. Like, yeah, I'm the creator and I get that. I totally get it. Okay, I'm creating with my thoughts. But here's old story, old story, old story, old story. So you don't understand then. Like, so what do you mean? That's like me saying, hey, this is a flammable liquid. If you pour it on that fire, it's gonna make it bigger. You're like, totally, I get that. I know science. Hello, I've been to second grade. Pour, like, what the fuck? Okay. Like, why? Okay, so if you are aware, what happens is we go unaware, we fall back asleep, we feel like a victim to our circumstance, right? Oh, that's when you're not conscious, right? Once you're like, oh my God, the story, it's so powerful. Oh my God, what am I going to do? When you're freaking out, you're no longer conscious. Okay, so give yourself a break. Like I said, it's cool. Give yourself a break. But the moment you remember who you are, right? The moment you remember who you are, you should go back to that story. Y'all cracking me up. But you should be back on your story. Okay? Cuz this is the thing, you guys. I'm going to make like a manifestation, like how I manifest video or whatever. But y'all, I'm not really doing anything much. Like what I do mostly is maintain a state. I maintain a state of God in my reality, so everything I want is mine. If I think about something that I want, then I'm thinking, oh wow, that's mine. Or I'm telling myself something that is making me believe that it's mine. I'm telling myself a thought that's telling me that it's mine. If it comes to me manifesting instantly, then I'm literally realizing that there's only this space right now. There's only this now moment right now. And if I want it right now, then it's mine right now. Okay. A lot of times with me manifesting now, it's just I don't even manifest things, they just happen. Like I just be wanting some shit and then it just happens. That just happened to me last night, but I'll save it for the video I'm going to make. Okay. So think from now that I have this thing, it's mine now. And even if you can't go there, okay? Even if you're like, but I can't go to, it's mine now though. It doesn't seem like it's mine. It's okay. All you're doing is imagining. All you're doing is imagining. That's all you have to do, you guys. That's it. You're just imagining. Okay? This is why when people say, but Olivia, my circumstance is so horrible. Don't you get it? I was born by the river. Okay? In a little tent. I cannot do these things. How am I going to do this? I was born by the river. Okay? Okay. Being born by the river does not take your it does not take your ability away to imagine. It doesn't take your ability away to imagine. And that's all you got to do. It doesn't matter if you're in a tent or if you're in freaking Jasmine from Aladdin's castle. You can imagine. You can imagine. Okay? You can imagine. I'm gonna tell you guys this, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, I'm gonna just say it. The worse your situation is, the more in victim mode you are. The worse your situation is, the more in victim mode you are. And that might trigger you, right? That might trigger you. But that's exactly the point, because you are feeling like this thing, whatever the thing is, has power over me. It has control over me. I don't have the control. And that is your problem. You think that the problem is the circumstance. You think that the problem is what's going on around you. The problem is you believing that this circumstance is bigger than you. And the more that you think that circumstances are bigger than you, the more that you are in victim mode. Okay. Every time you come into a higher state of consciousness, you're realizing, wow, this thing that I thought was above me is not above me. It's not above me. All right. Think from, hear from, hear from. This is inner conversations. Okay. Inner conversations. Hear from. Hear people, right? See everyone congratulating Myra. Myra is such an amazing, I didn't read her success story yet, but she's an amazing manifester. Every time Myra is emailing me, she's emailing me success stories. So her hearing congratulations, she's probably hearing that all the time, right? That's what happens when you get what you want. People congratulate you. Hear people congratulating you. Hear people congratulating you. Hear before you get the news, before you get the news, okay? Hear them congratulating you. Wow, that's amazing. That's wonderful. When I'm manifesting things, I hear myself. Well, it's something I still do it sometimes. I hear myself come on here and tell you guys about it. Oh my God, y'all, you won't believe what happened. Wow. Okay, before it even happens, hear from. Hear who would you tell, you guys? Who would you tell? Your best friend, your sibling, your sister, your mom, your man, your dog. Who would you tell? Hear yourself telling them. See their reaction. You know how your friends talk. You know how your friends react, right? See them, hear them, feel them doing that. Okay? All right? So think, hear, and be from, right? And then in the Barbados story, Neville said he would walk the streets of New York as if he was walking the streets of Barbados. Okay. When I manifested this house, or this apartment that I'm in, and I was living with my roommate, and I seemingly had no way to get an apartment. When I was driving home from work, I would imagine I was driving home to my place, to my own place. Okay. I would imagine, oh, I'm going to go home. I'm going to be able to feel comfortable. I'm going to be surrounded by my own things. I'm going to be in my own place. Right. Okay. So be from, just like the lady and her aunt that sat in her living room and felt their feet dig into the sand. Think from having it. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can answer some of your questions. Thank you all for the compliments. I've noticed in my I've noticed people in my life testing if they can disrespect me. I've disrespected it not to happen and how I want to be treated, and it still happens. I've asked for help but struggle. Help why? Okay, Nuck. Let me tell you, Nuck, I resonate with that so much because I really used to feel like that as well, especially being online, you guys, because like, I know from you guys' perspective, you're just like, well, we're just here. It doesn't matter. It's just random people on the internet. But when you have random people on the internet talking down to you, it's not nice. Just the same way if someone was in person saying something negative to you, it does take a lot of bigness to just ignore it, right? And to not let it affect you. And here's what I realized, right? Because it wasn't just online, it was in my life, and not in big ways, right? But just in ways where I would feel just disrespected. And here's why, right? Here's why. It's the I am. It's always the I am. If you have the belief that I am disrespected, I'm not respected, people have to show up and do that. Even if you're manifesting for it not to happen, it's not about it happening. It's happening from your I am. It's happening from the belief that you are disrespected. So deciding that you are respected, right? That you are respected. You're respected by all. Everyone loves you. Everybody respects you. That's number one. But number two is actually really becoming solid in yourself, right? Becoming solid in yourself and not allowing people to shift how you feel about yourself. Because when you're really solid about yourself, it's funny, like I asked myself, what would God think about this? What would God say about people challenging him or even saying hateful things to him, right? God wouldn't give a fuck because God is so deeply knowing who he is, what it is. No one can challenge or shake that, okay? No one can challenge or shake that. All right. So I say, have grace for yourself. Have grace for yourself. When you find yourself affected or you find yourself feeling disrespected, it's okay. It's normal to feel upset that somebody is trying you. Okay. Especially when you got that fire in you. Okay. Me, I like to cuss people out, but I try not to do that because that's a waste of my energy. Right. So realize that you dealing with these people, even giving it more than a thought is a waste of your energy, okay? And anybody that's trying to disrespect you or bring you down or anything like that is already beneath you. They're already beneath you, and they want to see if they could get you down there with them, okay? All right. So basically, thinking of as being in a state of planning, wishing, or hoping for your desire. Thinking from as being from the state of already having it. Yes, exactly. What would you think? What would your thoughts be? Right? Yes. Yes, I love how you're explaining this. It feels like it's just imagining from a place of ease, not from a place of needing to get something. So refreshing. Yes, because needing to get what? There's so many illusions in that, right? Needing, you can't need. You're eternally fulfilled. You're all that is. To get what? You have everything, right? You already have it. And so if you already have it, then the only thing that you're and that's the task, y'all. People keep saying, well, how can I already have it when I don't? Because you are moving mentally, right? You're moving mentally to the state of having it. You're not looking in 3D for where is it. You're moving mentally to having it and persisting in that. Okay? I'm sorry. I am reading your comments. You are so funny. Okay. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Myra says, hi, Olivia. I won the lottery today. Not jackpot, but I got 4 out of 6. Yay. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you, Myra. Love that. Okay. Honestly, the more that I go in this journey, the more I realize nothing is that serious. It's not, you guys. It's really not. Hmm. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I have a question. When I have already had my desire, should I continue to persist? What do you mean by that? Damn it. What do you mean? Persist in keeping it? I don't know what you mean. Thank you for saying that, Summer. Summer says, please don't spam the chat with repeating the same question and comment. You will be timed out. Period. I'll get to it, you guys. I'll get to it. Okay. I manifested my 4 bedroom house within budget after seeing the listing and imagining being here. Now I am and haven't paid a single bill since it's always taken care of. Period. I love that, the Empress. Look at you living up to your name. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Journalist says, I love your energy. I know I'm manifesting small things and hope to be a story soon. You're a story now. You're a story now. All of you guys that are manifesting small things and feel like you haven't manifested the big things, realize, you guys, the fact that you've manifested anything at all has shown you that it's possible, and that's it. If I've realized anything, you guys, it's everything is possible. The thing that when you look at things and say, "Oh, I can manifest small things but not big things," right? It's always just because you haven't really imagined it. That's it. You haven't really given it to yourself. You're standing behind, you're standing like, oh, I don't think I can manifest those things because I never done it before. Well, hello, how are you going to do it then? Just do it. Just assume it. And here's the thing, you're like, well, what about my blocks and my resistance and my this and my that? When you assume it, when you assume having it, everything that needs to be cleared for you to have it will come up naturally. When you assume, ooh, I'm making $10,000 today, and your body says, oh, but how the fuck are you gonna do that? That's a lot of money in one day. I don't know if we can really do that. We don't see where that could come from. I don't see that that's possible. There go all your limiting beliefs. There goes all the old version of you that's asking to be let go now. It does it when you hear that. That's the thing. Like, y'all accept defeat. You accept defeat. You hear the resistance in the opposite story, and you're like, oh, I guess that means I can't have it. No, it doesn't. It's showing you the way that you've been operating. It's showing you the way that you've been operating. That's it. Now you get to decide, oh, so I think that's a lot of money. $10,000. No, it's not a lot of money. There is no lots of money, right? There's just numbers on the screen. It's not a lot of money. I don't have to be attached to that amount of money. Oh, I think that things take time. Well, now I know that there is no time. So that can't really be true. You're going to go down and just take it all out, right? Take it all out. Welcome to the membership, Mama K. Okay. I tried to manifest $30 this week. I banned negative thought. I also banned thinking that I don't have it. And last, I embodied the feeling that I have it right now, and still I have nothing. Derek, how could you say that? Let me point this out to you, Derek, and everybody. See yourselves, okay? This is I'm not talking at you, Derek, but I want you to see this, okay? You said you banned thinking that you don't have it, and in the next moment you said I still have nothing. That's what you believe, Derek. That's what you believe. Okay? Never accept defeat. Never accept defeat. It does not matter what did not happen. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. The only way that it could go is your way. So, in fact, Derek, we're revising that night right now. You did receive it. In fact, you received $60, and you were like, wow, next time I'm not going to ask for such a small amount. If I can manifest a measly $30 and it turned into $60 before my eyes, then I need to be putting my mind much bigger and much higher. That's the story. That's the only way that it went. That's the only story you're going to entertain. You don't entertain it, y'all. Listen to me. Hear me, okay? Hear me. You don't entertain the story and then look at 3D and say, oh, 3D didn't validate it, so I guess it's not true. No, you might as well be a muggle. You might as well be a muggle. Okay? Get your fucking wand out. It's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa, okay? That's all it is. It's the way you want it to be. It's the way you said it was. That's the only way that it is. You don't stop going back and forth with the story. It's only the way that you say. So if you keep saying it's like this. Oh, 3D didn't say it's like this, so it's not like this. And you're like, I don't see why it's not coming, because that's what you're commanding, and that's what you have more faith in. You have more faith that it won't come than it does, right? When I talked about manifesting $1,000 instantly, I said, the moment that I said, "Ooh, well, if I can manifest instantly and everything is instant, I can manifest $1,000 right now." I truly expected to see the notification right then. I truly expected it because I really believed what I was saying. But y'all giving stuff lip service, which is cool. Keep giving lip service, because eventually it'll turn into a belief, right? Keep telling the story even though you don't believe it. Eventually it'll turn into a belief. But it'll get to a point to when you say stuff, you don't question it. It doesn't matter what reality is showing you or not showing you. Okay? I've manifested so many things with no proof, no signs, no nothing. So that just trained me not to look for signs. I'm not looking for a sign. I'm not manifesting a sign. I'm looking for what the fuck I want. I'm having what I want. Okay. All right. So, like, I'm imagining filling my box with things I'm collecting for my wedding or even making a Pinterest board for my wedding. When I pour water, I say to myself, I'm doing this married, etc. Yes, like that's pretty good gray stuff. But this is the thing. Let's talk about something else. The feeling of naturalness. Okay? When you're pouring water and you're married, you're not going to be like, I'm married. I'm married. Okay? You just have that knowing in the back of your mind that you're married. Guess what? Here's what you would actually be thinking when you're married. Ooh, I wonder what hubby wants to eat tonight. Ooh, are we going to go out to this place or that place? Oh my gosh, she's always taking up all the space on the bed. Like, we need a bigger bed. Oh, like I wonder if he bought those things that I told him to get. Oh, like it's gonna be natural. It's not like these things that these things that we're doing. You go, oh, he's obsessed with me. He's obsessed with me. He's obsessed with me. He's obsessed with me. Oh my god, he loves me so much. He loves me so much. Like my man loves the fuck out of me, you guys. But I do not sit there and think he loves me so much. He loves me so much. He loves me so much. That's crazy. I just know. I just feel that. I just know that. Oh, like I'm loved. Okay. Okay. That's a good question, Dylan, even though I feel like I've answered it a million times in this live, but I'm going to answer it specifically. How do I persist in something that 3D shows the opposite to me every day? Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Stop giving a fuck what the 3D shows you. Stop making your decision about what you're going to have from 3D. If you keep making your decision of what you're going to have from 3D, you're going to continue to have 3D stuff. When I manifested my townhome, if I woke up and said, but I'm in an apartment, how am I ever going to get a townhome? That I would not get one. It doesn't fucking matter. If it's raining outside and I want it to be sunny, I can't say, but it's raining. Who cares? What do you want it to be? That's the only story that you should be telling y'all. And it doesn't matter what the fuck. It doesn't matter if you were born by the river in a little tent. It doesn't matter if every moment of every day you're reminded of your old story. It doesn't matter if you don't see what, when, where, how. Imagine that you have it now. That's it. Notice how thinking from doesn't say, oh yeah, wait till it hardens into fact around you. Notice how the saying isn't, hey, if you persist in something that's already true, then it'll crystallize. That's not the saying. An assumption, though false, though false, though false. Do we know what false is? Do we know what false is? That means it's not true. That means you're not seeing it. That means it's not in the reality. That means it's seemingly not around you. That's not the problem, y'all. It's not the problem. Get your freaking head out of thinking that because I don't see it, I can't have it, or that because I don't see it, that's the problem. The problem is that's what you give your attention to. That's what you think from. That's what you identify as. That's what you acknowledge all fucking day. How you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it. And then you go into people's lives and people's comments and say, oh, see, this doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. I've been doing all the stuff and it doesn't work for me. Because all you're aware of is how it doesn't work for you. So it's actually working and showing you how it doesn't work for you. The law can't fail, y'all. The law can't fail. So you're persisting either way. You're persisting in having it or not having it. You're persisting in, wow, it was so easy and it came exactly to me and fell in my lap. Or, oh my God, it's so hard. I'm on year 10 of manifesting the same thing. It's up to you. It's never up to anybody else or anything else. It's not up to 3D. It's not up to 3D. You're giving 3D the power. You giving 3D the power is like putting your 3-year-old in charge of your house, in charge of your bills, and wondering why shit not running right. Damn, little Tommy, you ain't got dinner on the table yet. Damn, little Tommy, lights cut off. You ain't cut the light bills because it's not his job. It's not his job. It's not 3D's job. It's your job. Get on your job. Derek, if you rewatched my videos 1,000 times and applied all my videos, first of all, I don't believe that. because I have like over 500 videos. If you watch my videos, if you watch, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, before you come to my inbox with any questions about, can you answer this question, Olivia? Can you do this for free? Can I do this for free? Go watch all my videos, because I've said every single answer many, many times in every single video. I actually give you pretty much all the answers in every video that I post. So yeah, since you said that, go watch all my videos. And then if you still don't get it, watch them again. Because sometimes the repetition of it getting into your mind, of hearing it, Derek, for you to tell me that you don't watched all my videos and then come on my video and say, oh, but I don't have it, means that you ain't watching my videos. Okay, maybe you're watching them, but they're not penetrating. You see what I'm saying? Because you would never say that. You would never say that. Saucy Brioche says, I affirmed I'm never below 1K, and it happened almost immediately. Just being open-minded to this is huge, then actually manifesting something. I love that. Okay. Somebody said, what are you oh, Saucy as well. What are you persisting in if you have it? You're persisting in having it. Okay. So let's say, for instance, right? Let's take like the townhome, for instance, like if you're moving. If I'm persisting in having it. I knew from the moment that I knew I was moving, I already knew that what I wanted was mine. It was just a matter of, what do I want? Right? What exactly do I want now? How do I want it to look? Where do I want it to be? What is it going to be like? Whatever. So I'm persisting in having it. Before I had the approval, before the place was picked, before I'm persisting in having it. When my mind is telling me, oh, but Olivia, what about these things that should hinder you? What about these things? What about this? What about the time that's coming up? What about all this stuff? I'm persisting in, I have it already though. I have it already. Okay. So you're persisting in having it. You're not persisting in getting it. Okay. Persisting in getting it is Tringsville. You're persisting in having it. Okay. Learn to be stronger than the 3D by knowing it was you who created it in the first place. And you can change it with patience and persistence. Golden Queen, take a bow, darling. Take a bow. Okay? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Myra. I need to get them done again. I have issues with the fear of money running out. I can manifest money, but always worry about spending it and replacing it. Any advice? Affirm that when you spend it, it returns back to you. It returns back to you doubled. I'm going to tell you guys a story really quick, okay? I'm going to tell you, this is supposed to be one of my success stories. Maybe it still will be, and then I'm going to go. But last night, I was on a subliminal channel. And it's one of my favorite subliminal channels. His name is Slade. And I was just like, wow, like he has such great, like the best subliminals. And I was like, I want to give him a super chat. So I gave him a super chat for $10. And I was like, ooh, well, every time I spend money, it comes back to me doubled. So I can expect $20 like sometime soon. Y'all, within like a few minutes, somebody sent me a super chat for $24. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, and this is the thing. This has happened to me so many times that I know that it's gonna happen, but it's still wonderful every time it happens, right? So after that, I ordered some food, right? I ordered some food. And the food came out to like $60, right? And it was just like some Chinese food. Mind you, I didn't realize that I had ordered something twice. Like I had put like the quantity too, but I didn't realize it. But anyways, I just thought, because they put like an extra fee, like all this stuff, whatever. So I see that and I'm like, damn, $60 for just some Chinese food? Like I didn't even order that much. And I was like, oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm just gonna get the money back doubled, right? Y'all. Within a few minutes, the money came back. I got a sale or that came through for $100. Okay. Y'all, listen, here's where it gets even better. I was like, damn, this shit happening back to back like that. I need to start saying tripled. Guess what, y'all? Guess what? In that moment of me saying, oh, it needs to happen tripled. Guess what? The person with the delivery was so late, they couldn't find us, right? They couldn't find us. Long story short, we get the whole order for free. So I got my money back tripled. Okay. Spending money is one of the most this is one of the biggest energetic leaks and biggest reasons why people have trouble manifesting money, because when we spend, if you feel like your money is going and it's gone, right? Then it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're a millionaire and you feel like your money is going and it's gone, then you're not going to be a millionaire for long. You see what I'm saying? But when you realize that, when you decide that your money returns to you multiplied, you actually feel excited about spending. So every time I spend money, if I spend more than what I want, I'm excited because I'm like, great, I'm about to receive it back multiplied. And this, I'm telling you guys, this is a tip that I've learned years ago and never applied. Okay? Never applied it. But the way that as soon as I started applying it, it started working. Okay? Okay. Oh my God. All right, you guys. I'm just looking through all your comments. You guys are so funny. Yes, binge the members section, because I feel like I go a little bit deeper in the membership because I feel like it's the people that are, ready for that next level of consciousness. So binge that, girl. You'll love it. Rewatch it again, Derek, and come back with a new story. You come back here and tell me that same story, I'm gonna give you a spanking, okay? Put your ass in timeout. Don't come back here and tell me no fucking story. All of y'all. All of y'all. You know what? I always end it on a oh, I love you and everything. And I love you. But I'm gonna end it on this. Don't come in my comments telling me your story. Don't come in my comments. Don't come in my email. Don't come in my DMs. Don't come in my energy. Don't come in my vicinity. Don't go in anybody else's vicinity. Don't go in your DMs. Don't go in your journal. Don't go to your homeboy or your homegirl and tell the same fucking old story unless that's what you want. And if you find yourself tippity typing it out, if you find yourself going on and on and on and on and on about your old story, realize, wow, this is exactly what I'm choosing. And so don't be mad at anybody other than you when your life continues to reflect that. Understood or understood? Understood. Other than that, I'm intending that this prospers you immensely. I'm absolutely sure that it has. And I will see you guys in a video soon.